What's going on?
Welcome to the Zompire Horde podcast. Join us every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as your hosts, Vlad the Rad and Michelle of the Dead, discuss horror, true crime, and the macabre. Episodes available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join us, won't you? Hello, all you cool ghouls.
Scared me.
Vlad the Inhaler. Tonight is Billy. And I'm
Michelle of the Dead, Michelle of the Dead.
Who currently looks dead.
Hey, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween, everyone. We don't have any comments yet, but we do got a couple viewers.
That's okay. Melissa will be here any second. So we missed you guys. We've been gone for the last couple of weeks, and now we're back. And so we've been going on now for, this is our 30-something episode. So it's been a season.
It's been a season. I think
it's been a season. Yeah.
The fact that we were able to get that many episodes in from the first one until now, I think, is just insanity.
Yeah. It's been, yeah.
We've had
it's good to be back.
It's great to be back. And here's the thing: we've had a lot of amazing guests. We've had people from Cannibal Holocaust, Idle Hand. Yeah. Let's see, what else did we have going on? Hit me with.
I was just looking at them the other day. Oh gosh,
there's a lot.
Yeah, we've had a ton. We've also had people on who have other podcast people as
Melissa
our guests.
Rowland was on.
Musicians. Melissa, she's our number one fan, so of course.
Derek Linsky was on.
Hey, yeah, Derek. That's right. He's also one of our. Oh, you decided to see a concert. I hope it's a good one. Melissa, we missed you.
You're the one hitting me with fucking. I see how it is.
That's pretty funny.
He's jealous of this mane I got going on.
I mean, you look really. I think you should lose the stash, but keep growing the beard.
Like do one of those ones where it's like this.
I don't know. Just keep growing the beard though. It looks really good. Looks really good. I like it.
The gray is
very handsome.
Forming it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very handsome. Is it itchy?
No, I got this really decent beard oil from a couple friends of mine. One being you, and the other one being Patrick von Smithenstein of Body Scare,
and Tabitha, his wife. Yes, who had the coolest freaking nose ring at dinner the other night. It was a little spider web. It was so freaking cute. Her aesthetic is just
outfit was.
I know. I know. I wanted to die. It was really cute. So, anyways, yes, his beard is glorious.
So, anyone that doesn't know, too, last Sunday you and I hung out. Not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. You and I, your husband, Angela, Patrick, Tabitha, all hung out, had a great dinner, sat around, talked about fun horror stuff.
It was
a good time.
That was really good food. I left unhungry.
We feasted off of it for days.
It was good stuff, man, and I had a really good time. It was super mellow. It wasn't overwhelming with huge party full of people and a concert. It was.
Well, unfortunately, we all pretty much knew each other for the most part.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah. But anyway, today is Halloween. Let's talk about the holiday. What are people doing? What are the plans? We are doing this, our podcast.
Yeah. So I never get any trick-or-treaters. It makes me sad. Part of it is the area, I'm sure, but also times have changed a lot. And it's I remember days where you would drive down the street and you have to go really slow and make sure you're playing dodgeball with kids. There's fucking kids everywhere. Trick-or-treating, they got their bags, they're running back and forth across the street. They're not looking, so you have to go super slow, and now it's on my drive home from work tonight, I looked around, there was no kids on any streets. There's nobody.
Well,
it makes me sad. It's I don't want to lose that part of Halloween.
One of the things we did as kids too, and I don't know if your family did this, but like we would hop in the car, you know, like the night before Halloween and drive neighborhoods just looking at all of the decorations and
Yes.
everything. And nowadays I walk around and there's like no one decorates. There's like
Yeah.
nothing going on the outside of people's houses other than a little bit of cobweb and one little
Yeah.
headstone.
Unless you go to Dee's house, you know Dee from
Yes.
Crypticon. She and her husband Steven, it's like I can't even put into words, but it's definitely how it is. I think it's also their anniversary. So
No.
they are the people who Halloween it the fuck up at their house. So you'll have to
Yeah.
hop over to her page, and I'm sure she's posted
Check it
pictures.
out.
So
Well,
but
I mean,
yeah,
I think people like us mostly too, like our insides of our houses. Like for instance, I live in an apartment, but when you walk in, you can't feel but like you were walked into like a horror movie type, you know, Halloween decorated slat, you know, but that's year round
yeah.
for us.
Yeah, it's that type of aesthetic, and I have that at my house too. And when you come over, you'll see it's not quite as nice and new as yours, but I got a lot of crap, um, and a lot of weird stuff. We both have things in jars. We've got bones and sticks and stones and all kinds of cool, weird, eclectic. Our bathroom is like a carnival themed with like
Dude,
we've
rad.
got creepy clowns everywhere. We've got creepy dolls everywhere. I mean, there's these ones here that like I'm gonna do something spooky to soon. I'm not sure what yet, but
Angela used to make those. She did like bloody dresses and would burn their hair and shit and paint
nice.
their faces all up, and they look
Well,
really
I have
cool.
like 50 pounds of Barbies, so if she wants some to do some projects with, let me know and I will send some on over.
I used to when I lived in New York for like whatever it was, almost a year and a half. There was an apartment that I would go like do drugs at and party at or whatever. And one of the cool things they did is they had a fireplace that had like a mantle on top, and they took
Yeah.
all these like little Barbie heads, just the heads, and super glued
Oh,
them all around the top like a little. And they all had like different punk rock hairstyles, colors, you know,
how
safety pins
cool was
through the
that?
noses and shit. Yeah, it was really cool. And it was one of my favorite places to go and party. Not
Nice.
that that has
Because
anything
of
to do
the
with
doll
that.
heads?
What's that?
Because of the doll heads?
Oh, well, yes, because of the doll heads, not all the
Okay, good.
ketamine and ecstasy I did there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely not. It's bad.
No wonder I have medical problems.
I mean, no, you can't blame yourself.
I know.
Shit happens.
So, anywho, back to Halloween. What's your favorite like Halloween spooky band? Are you like,
Oh,
do you slide on the
probably. I mean, I don't know. I like Misfits. Probably. I mean, it's
sure?
always like horror, like old B horror movie themed songs.
Right.
So it's always a fun time.
I don't know if you've ever heard of a band called Coffin Cats. That's one of my
Yes.
favorites. And
Yeah, I
then
have.
AFI's one their first
Hmm.
two albums, The Drowning, or wait, something about drowning. I can't remember the full title. And then All Hallow Eve's EP. Both those albums are phenomenal and are very
Hmm.
like Halloween, Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas themed albums. So those are some of my favorites, along with
Yeah.
Tiger Arm, I'm sure you're familiar with too.
Yeah. Do you listen to do you like put it on your rotation during the day when you're at home,
Well, remember when you
like
were
this
here,
time
I
of
had that.
year, or are you already listening to Mariah Carey? I know that's not
Uh, I, I
um,
I try to hang off until you know, right around
after Thanksgiving.
December 1st. Yeah. Melissa
For
Boland
sure.
says, "Have y'all ever listened to Resident Evil's instrumental soundtrack?" I have not,
No, but that
although
sounds
I've seen the
amazing.
movie. I'm sure it's very similar to the music in the movie, which is amazing.
I've been paying a lot more attention to like soundtracks and scores and stuff like that lately. Um,
Yeah,
it's a very underappreciated aspect of filmmaking.
definitely. And a lot of times they set the tone for movies. For instance, my favorite Rob Zombie movie is Devil's Rejects. And if you sit and watch that movie and listen to the soundtrack and really pay attention to the scene, it's perfect.
Yeah, yeah, it just goes right along
I thought
with it.
another good actual soundtrack to a movie too, you may agree if you've listened to it, was The Crow.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Yeah,
now we look back on it and all those songs are uber popular, so we don't really look at them as like the Crow soundtrack, but the collection of them
right.
together and how they fit into that movie was fucking perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Marilyn
Marilyn
Manson
Manson
did
did
it, and it was
this.
awesome. Oh, so he did the Resident Evil instrumental soundtrack. Wow. I will have to check that out. I don't have a problem
Okay.
typically separating art and artists, so I'll check out the Marilyn Manson one for sure.
Excellent. Excellent. Me too.
I don't know. Let's see. Luke says, "Why are you dressed like it's Halloween? You look so absurd and you look obscene." Happy Halloween, guys.
Hey, I just got off of work. I work in the medical field. Sometimes this shit happens. Sometimes
Hey,
you just you hit the wrong, you nick a vein.
yeah. How does that joke go? Every girl's a squirter if you hit the right artery. Hey.
Oh, dirty.
Devil's Reject is Alex Carlson's favorite movie, so you have really good taste. Because again,
Alex!
that's
Alex, my
my favorite.
girl.
She's in the house, as it were.
She is in the house. Yes.
So,
Yes.
sticking with the Halloween theme, let's move on. What is, out of the Halloween franchise, including the Rob Zombie and the 3 new ones, favorite Michael Myers movie, Halloween? But you can't say 3, because even though that is technically in the Halloween realm, we're going to talk Michael Myers movies. We can
Yeah.
talk about
Okay.
3 separately.
Well, I'm always a huge proponent of like firsts. I really like originals, but I also do like the Rob Zombie because I
Oh,
that
did
was
you
the
miss it?
rules. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ha. Yeah.
Oh.
Um and I know Rob Zombie one. I'm because I don't know, probably because I'm a Rob Zombie fan. And I think Sherry did a good job in that one, by the way.
I like the first one. It was the second one I kind of had a problem with, because I kind of like origin stories,
Hmm.
especially when the character is already established, right? So we already know, like when Friday or Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out, and it was like when Leatherface was born in the meat factory and shit. I liked having that background to him after the establishment of the character, because then like you feel like you kind of know him, and then you feel like he tells you his background, like where he grew up and shit,
Hmm.
So I kind of
Yeah.
like that,
It
and so
just
I
adds
really
more
like
depth to the character. So,
right. So I was
it
really
makes
happy
them
that
more
Rob Zombie did that.
believable, yeah, and more either likable or dislikable.
Melissa Volan likes OG 78, H2O, and Halloween Kills. I like those ones as well. I mean, I'm kind of a purist, so I'm always going to say the first one is my favorite, even though it's considered the first slasher. And I always argue, Psycho really could be the first slasher. Texas Chainsaw Massacre certainly came out 4 years before Halloween. That term didn't exist. But I think that 78 really struck a fear in moviegoers in 1978 that you don't really get anymore with a lot of horror movies. You don't really get that fear of like, I'm going to leave this theater and there's somebody that's like dressed like Michael Myers around the corner ready to kill me. That, like, was that a real fear? No. But people thought that leaving the theater.
Right,
No one
right.
thinks
Like,
leaving the theater nowadays,
yikes.
like, fucking Art the Clown's going to kill me on my way out of here. They're probably more inclined to think, I hope the Bloods and Crips don't kill me on my way out of here, depending on where you live.
Do you get any trick or treaters?
No, because I'm one of those smart people that puts a note on my door and says to piss off.
Oh, rude. You will
You
get
know,
tricks. You're going to get
look,
some tricks for sure.
well, if that's fine. Angela
Um,
bought a bag of candy and I ate the Reese's and she's eating the rest. And, the kids have enough houses to go to. I certainly can't afford to replace my teeth. I don't want to be a bad influence on them as children by giving them out free candy. It's
you can
just like,
give them other stuff like little rubber skeletons and eyeballs.
you know what I should do is print out like one of those codes. I forget what they're called that you got to scan
Hmm.
with a code. And then
Right.
it'll just be a link to one of our podcasts. That's what I'll give them.
They will love that.
They all hate that.
They will hate
They're
that.
like, I
Yeah.
could have saw this for free on YouTube. Give me my chocolate bar.
Oh,
Ashley
man.
Coltrane says, Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you, Ashley.
Ash! She's my other girl I work with.
Hey.
My whole team's here today.
They're wondering why
Well,
you haven't washed
the
the
ones
blood
that matter.
off
No, I'm just
you
kidding. What's that?
They're wondering why you still got the blood on you from work today.
Yeah, this was after work, actually.
So
I mean,
you're
yeah,
so you like Rob Zombie. What was the other one you liked?
it was the first one,
The
the
first
original.
one. Yeah. It's kind of hard to go away from that. What did you think of Halloween 3? Were you like are you into it, or are you one of those people that's like, Michael Myers,
And
you know what, fuck it?
take it or leave it, really.
What do you think if it
Yeah.
was called something else? Had nothing to do with the Halloween franchise. They didn't use the name, nothing. It's just its own movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
I
say it
mean,
didn't have Halloween Season of the Witch. It was just a movie called Season of the Witch.
I mean, I guess it's okay. It's weird to think about it like that.
Angela says my dog
Oh,
Balder is too high strung to have people knock on the door all night. And she's
that's
not
true.
wrong.
You can
You
give him
know,
trazodone though.
I give him a little CBD. He's sleeping next to me right now.
Oh yes, it does a
But I
doggy
tell you
good.
what, one person knocks on that door and he's going to lose his damn mind.
Aw, aw. He's so cute.
He's a good
He's
boy.
a good buddy.
He is. He's my best friend.
I thought I was
Uh,
your best friend.
well, here, let me show you my actual best friend. He's sleeping on this side of me.
Whatever.
Ah, there he is. His name is Floki's son. He's
Is that the one who attacked us at the dinner table?
he's an attacker cat.
So you walked over to the table and he's on a chair.
Yeah,
It's
and he'll
tucked under the table, and you
he'll
don't know he's there because it's tucked under the table, and then suddenly you get swatted.
this is
He's like,
him.
"Fuck you, motherfucker! That's my house."
You just see the anger in his face. He just looks like he's pissed off all the time.
Yeah, but then there's this one. She's happy all the time. This is Mort.
Ashley says, "Oh, thank you, Ashley. He is adorable."
She's
Luke
talking
says
about
that
Mort.
his roommate Andy called and said, "Hey, turn off the front lights so we don't get any trick or treaters." Should I leave them a note too? If you do leave them a note,
No.
tell them youtube.com/Zombie Horde Podcast. 66.6 on your AM dial.
AM dial.
That is a good looking
That's
kitty. So anyway, back to Halloween.
yeah.
What's your favoriteest Halloween costume? Like, what was your favorite thing you ever wear for Halloween? Your whole life.
I always
Think
like to
about
do
the best
something
one
like something that I have done or something that I just kind of generally enjoy in general.
that
Because
you've done.
I like more of like the dark, ethereal, like big black dress,
Okay.
powerful headpiece, evil
Sure.
looking. Yeah, it's kind
It's,
of my. It's not
it's,
like. Is it a costume? So
it's just what you look like every day.
I wish.
I'll say it sounds like you're just going to be like your favorite would be like an Elvira or a Bride of the Monster.
Yeah, something like that. For myself anyway, or something like totally creepy. Like
Okay.
if I could like make a whole bunch of eyes all over my face and be like this weird fucking spider person,
So
that
I
would be
think you
really cool.
misunderstood the question. The question was basically, what have you already been that's your favorite thing you've done?
God.
Personally, for me, I did a Captain Spaulding.
I was just gonna go the clown. Yeah.
Though you were a clown?
My creepy clown baby skins.
Yeah.
I am every year for all the time.
Yeah.
For everything.
That would make sense. That's your favorite thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking back like when I was a kid and I was a ninja and those types of things, you know what I mean?
Were you ever a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Never. Actually, I was a little old for that when that kind of came out. I was in my teens
Gotcha.
already.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed that. When I was a kid growing up, it was mostly like you were Dracula, a werewolf, a ninja, something to that effect.
A witch or a cat for us.
Right.
We
didn't have a whole lot of different choices at the old Kmart back in my day.
I don't know. I don't even remember buying costumes until I was like older. I was like threw something together from shit I had at home,
This is a good one. Angela was Marla Singer for several times.
Ooh.
If you all know the Fight Club character, that's a great one, actually.
That is.
I think I've told you before, I want to do a brown sweatsuit and paint my body brown and put a shoe on my head so I could be the shit you stepped in.
No, I thought that was going to be like a couple's costume.
Well, then, yeah, you got to do pink.
One person's going to be like gum and one person's going to be the shoe, or one person's going to be the poo and one person's going to be the shoe.
Exactly right. I think that's like some you win contest with that.
That would be a lot of explaining to do though, because people wouldn't know until you explained it to them.
You think so?
I think.
I
It's like,
feel
what
like
are
if
you?
I walk into a room covered in
And you,
brown with a shoe on my head, people are gonna go like, "That dude's a piece of shit that somebody stepped in,"
well, yeah, if
or
the
people are just
single,
gonna look at me and go, "That's a piece of shit."
yeah, yeah, but I meant like as two people separate, not the poo and the shoe together.
Right. What I could do is take some empty cans of corn, like the cans themselves, not the kernels, and just tape them like to my outfit. Or you think people
Well,
still won't get it?
I don't think they'll get it.
Because you get corn in your
Oh,
shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And little kernels would be too little,
Hmm,
but a whole can would be hilarious.
that's true. It would be heavy. If you turned around too fast, you could knock somebody out, I
Or,
think.
well, you can empty the cans.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll
That's
think
true.
about it.
Yeah, we have. Oh, wait, we don't have a whole year because I'm thinking Crypticon, we're gonna have to costume it up.
Now would be a good time to start thinking about it. And since my
Yeah.
role this year is kind of reduced in the sense that I won't be exactly working the door type things, it'd be a great opportunity for me to somehow fix my oxygen into my costume and then just be like the hostess with the mostest and look really cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could turn that into something, gosh.
Dude, I could go as Scuba Steve and wear my tank on my back. I got the
You
hat on, all
could.
right. Didn't he wear a
I mean,
red beard?
you could. You could. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just thinking about the work that we have ahead of us. So,
It's true. We need to get working on ooh, here we go. Here's a good suggestion. Spaceman.
hmm, you
That
could
would
be a
be
spaceman.
we do need to start working on, the concept of the room. The drinks would be a great idea to get started on early so
I
we can get
have some
really
ideas
creative.
about that, by the way, to simplify our lives
All right, I like it.
massively.
I
So we'll
like it.
talk
I
about
like
that
where
later.
your head's at.
Yeah,
Simplicity is what I like.
exactly. And we already have a lot of the decorations. So, I mean, the tablecloths were fucking amazing, and we're going to keep that.
Yeah,
Um,
and we need to get another bulb that matches my bathroom bulbs because we're gonna need at least.
I have a. I'll send you information, but I have something that I was just given, um, and I think it's going to be freaking perfect.
My
So,
my dog's been wearing a cone and he's trying to itch his ear badly, so trying
aw,
to help the buddy out.
did you get him? Oh, you can't even get in for months, huh?
Dude, so
To get him
you
that
heard, I told
cortisone.
you. Yeah,
What?
we called on Friday to make an appointment. This is so mind you, this is November and he can't get in till April.
Get put on a waiting list, like the cancellation list.
Oh yeah, we're on that.
Okay, good.
And I
Because
have a
yeah,
chest
it's like
X-ray on Thursday.
everybody's understaffed and there's just not enough people, and so
It's true.
everything gets backed way up, and it really sucks for people who need to get in right away. Even the emergency rooms are backed up.
Yeah, I know it. I have an appointment on Thursday to get my chest X-rayed for my heart.
Ah,
So I'll know
they had,
more about some of that stuff here shortly.
yeah, yeah. I mean, keep me posted for sure.
Oh,
That's a
100%.
that's a Halloween story all in itself.
My whole
Seriously,
medical, like the last like 6 months of my medical stuff has been like a horror movie.
dude. I know.
The fact I could still grin and smile about shit is kind of comical.
Well, I think attitude is everything, you know. My aunt Bonnie has recovering from cancer,
Mm,
and and she's working and everything. Everybody's just like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "What am I doing? Just sit at home
yeah,
around and rot?" No, no, So she's doing freaking awesome too.
I'm really happy to hear that. That's rad.
Yeah,
You got to stay in like positive spirits because if not, it
you
drags
do.
you down and kills you sooner.
It does. It absolutely does.
I know I shouldn't, but I do make jokes about me dying and stuff, and you don't want to put too much out into the universe, but coming from someone who's grown up and like, had a morose mind and kind of glorified and sexualized death and things like that. When you actually find out you are, it is almost comical because you spent your whole life making jokes about it. Like, why
Right.
would I
And
stop
it's
now?
like, oh, okay. And life's like, oh, really, mofo?
Thank you,
Nah.
Luke. You rock too, buddy. I appreciate it. So back to Halloween.
Wait. What's
Oh,
your least favorite Halloween candy? And go.
candy corn.
Everyone. Least favorite.
Candy
Okay,
corn.
candy corn. Black licorice.
Stuff that has
Um,
coconut in it. Almond Joy.
oh, yeah. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
You got to make jokes. I act like an idiot for my PTS.
You know,
Oh,
patience.
Melissa hates black licorice.
Yep,
Me
me
too.
too.
Melissa.
Black licorice, candy
Disgusting.
corn. What else is gross?
Candy corn, black
Oh,
licorice.
what about those everything flavor beans?
Ew.
Yeah, those ones, those jelly beans that taste like boogers and grass and dirt and worms. Who tests those? Who knows what these things taste like to test? Oh, this tastes just like earthworm. Oh, no, no, it's a little bit more on the centipede side. More earthworm. Who taste tests those things? I can't even talk.
I don't know. But whoever like conceptualized it as a jerk and should never make candy again.
Popcorn balls. Those are the ones that the
Oh,
razor blades are in
you okay, buddy?
because they're homemade. They're so easy to put razor blades in. You just like ball
What
that freaking popcorn right around the razor blade and put
are
the
the
plastic
caramel
around it.
apple ones?
Oh yeah, yeah, the caramel apples. That's like I always find it hard to believe it was people would hide a razor blade in an apple because I was like, but you could see, where it went in, but then I was like, oh yeah, they covered it in caramel. Anyway,
So now you can't see it.
exactly. That's probably why it was invented. To
A
hide
box
the
full of raisins. I've had that happen to me,
Oh
and she's not
God.
kidding.
Oh God. Yes,
I feel
raisins. Blech.
I'm
I
gonna
hate
put this
those
out there.
now and forever.
Anyone that puts fruit or vegetables or raisins or any of that crap in a goddamn little kid's bag, you're a jerk. We don't like you. Get off our
Wait,
channel.
unless it's fruit snacks. Those are good. Those are
Okay,
delicious. Fruit
those are
snacks are
delicious.
okay.
We
Yes.
can let that one go. I'm
We'll have
into
fruit
that.
snacks in the room again this year. Yeah, fruit snacks.
Yeah, dude. You know how many of those I ate last year?
A lot.
I was
Well,
smashing. Oh, I sat there for a little while and talked to Jason Brooks, who, if you don't know, because you haven't watched all of our episodes, played Jason Voorhees in the Friday the 13th fan film Vengeance. Vengeance 2 was just released. And now Michelle of the Dead has some awesome, awesome news for everyone. Why don't you go ahead and tell us?
So first of all, you're gonna have to watch Vengeance. It's on YouTube. It's called
And
Vengeance
Vengeance
Through
2,
Bloodlines.
Bloodlines.
Yes. Yes. That one's special to me because I did makeup in that and I also have a part in it. But also what's the cool thing about this movie is that we had a lot of um, alumni from the original Friday the 13th Part 6 come back
That's true.
to be in this movie, including Nikki from Part 6, Darcy DeMoss. And guess what? She's going to be our
What?
guest next week. She's
Shut
going to
your
be our
face.
guest next week. Yeah,
Shut
she's
your
going to be
face.
right here on the Zombie Horde
Are you talking about
podcast.
Darcy DeMoss from the world famous movie? Oh shit, I just forgot the name. Can't Buy Me Love. Are you frozen? She's frozen. It is Darcy DeMoss from Can't Buy Me Love. I already know that it is, so I don't need her to tell me. But Michelle looks frozen. Michelle is frozen. The worst is when you get a box. Oh yeah, we already did that one. Beep beep beep. Let's see if she comes back, you guys. There's a glitch in the matrix. So anyway, Halloween, right? My favorite part of Halloween is definitely the apps and the TV channels that put out all the good horror shit you get to see this year. Most of it we've probably already seen 100 times because we've been celebrating Halloween for quite a few years ourselves. And so, they always play like the typical Friday the 13th Halloween. Oh, is she back? She's back. Hello.
I must have lost my connection.
You're probably on your Wi-Fi. You got to remember to switch over.
I know. I didn't.
If it makes you feel any better, our ratings went up through the roof while you were gone.
Oh, thanks. That doesn't make me feel better at all. Maybe I should just be gone forever.
No. But so anyway, yes, Darcy DeMoss, famously from Friday the 13th, also from Can't Buy Me Love. She was in a few other movies too, though, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Friday the 13th, Vengeance 2, Bloodlines.
I got to do makeup on her.
Can you say that? Can you say Friday the 13th Vengeance Bloodlines, or do you just say Vengeance Bloodlines?
You can say the whole thing. It's a mouthful, but you can say the whole thing. It is a
Because I
Friday the
think
13th movie.
technically it'd be like Friday the 13th fan film Vengeance Part 2 Bloodline.
That's so much. I just say F13V2.
F13V2
Bloodlines.
Bloodline. You
Yeah.
gotta say Bloodline.
Bloodlines.
Bloodline.
Bloodlines. Nice. Hey, what? You know what? You should have dressed up like a werewolf today. You do a good werewolf. You've got the hairy face. You've got the snarl.
Wait. Did you ever see Chillerama?
No.
Oh God, you got to watch Chillerama.
Okay. Tonight?
So if you can find it, yeah. I think it's on Tubi or one of those. You'll find it. I'll send you a link. But so it's like these little segments, like 20-minute, 25-minute little stories.
Right.
But there's one where these dudes are the werebears and they're gay werewolf bears.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it's fucking amazing. The first segment is called Wadzilla. And
oh my God.
There's another,
oh my Wad.
There's another story called what's that? Anne Frankenstein or something like that.
Oh, God.
It's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Kane Hodder's in it. There's a ton of like horror actors in it.
Nice.
But it's fucking hilarious. You got to watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like 4 different like little stories in one movie, and it's pretty fucking funny. You're gonna enjoy it.
I will enjoy it very much.
Did you carve any pumpkins this year?
Actually, I gutted a couple of pumpkins. I have not had a chance to carve them yet, but I have emptied them out and they're in the kitchen. And I was going to carve them during this podcast, but then I ran out of time and I forgot to bring them in here. So
with our luck, you'd end up chopping a finger off, and that blood would not be real, not fake.
Hey, but then we would match, right?
Live from inside the emergency room. We're your hosts.
That would be a really good podcast.
Dude, if I next time I'm in the hospital, I might do that. Just go live.
Next time I'm in the hospital.
Well, I go fucking weekly, it seems like something. Well, not that.
They'll make you stop because they're like, hey, we're going to take your blood.
We're going to check your what? Blood or Vlad?
Your blood.
All right, fair. But yeah, I guess I don't go to the hospital that much. I'm usually in a doctor's office.
Oh, good.
But if ever in a hospital again, I will go live, and I think that would be hilarious.
I think you should do that. So we have Darcy DeMoss next week. And gosh, what do we have planned after that?
Should we? I mean, it's pretty much in the bag.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't say anything yet. Wait, it's kind of like waiting for
like this, and I realized I could talk through the nubs.
Well, it's kind of like waiting until you're 3 months along before you tell anybody you're pregnant.
I guess we should secure a date before we announce that person. We have a huge, I guess what would be considered a huge name coming on.
And that's all the clues you get. That's it. Nothing else. Don't say anything else because you will give it away.
My sis did a pie pumpkin, 44 places of pie carved in. Uh-huh. You'll have to send me. Oh, wait, sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds rad. You'll have to send me a picture of it, Luke. What were we? Oh, yeah. So we have that. And then, so Darcy DeMoss next Monday, 7 p.m., right here on the Zompire Horde podcast.
You'll be able to talk to her, ask her questions.
About, you know what?
About anything.
I want to see. I want to see something real quick. We're going to keep talking while we do this.
Okay.
The whole time I've been on here, I wanted to watch a football game tonight, and I chose not to. I chose to come on and be with my friends and family here on the Zompire Horde podcast.
The real reason we haven't been having podcasts the last 2 Mondays.
That was only one time. No, that wasn't even a Monday. That was a Thursday.
I know. I'm kidding.
Okay, so here we go. Darcy DeMoss, Can't Buy Me Love. Trophy Heads, Reform School Girls, Friday the 13th, Part 6. This is all the stuff we can talk to her about. Pale Blood, Hard Bodies, Living to Die, Return to Horror High, Friday the 13th, Vengeance Part 2, which is actually on here.
That's freaking awesome.
What else?
Her IMDb?
Yes. Coldfire. She was in Vice Academy 3. His name was Jason. Sharknado 3. She was in Teen Witch. Wait, is Teen Witch
Sharknado 3.
is Teen Witch that one where it's like stop that or how's
Teenage
that
Witches.
Teenage Witch? Is it Witch? No, it's Teen Witch. When she sings that song, like it's like a rap song, and she like rap battle not Darcy DeMoss, but another character, and they rap battle. What the fuck? That shit was so funny. I wish I could remember what it was. She's like, top that. And if you want to kick with me, you can do top that. That's all I remember. But it was funny. It was like this nerdy little girl trying to rap against some like nerdy white dude. It was pretty comical.
That's funny.
Yeah. But as you know, my favorite, I love Jason, Friday the 13th, Vengeance. I love it all. But my favorite Darcy DeMoss moment happens in Can't Buy Me Love. And I grew up on that movie. I related very well with Patrick Dempsey's character in that movie. And so I think it just kind of held a special place for me. So I'll be fangirling over that. And Friday the 13th, Part 6, and Vengeance 2, Bloodlines.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you did.
I saw your head rolling around on the ground. Don't worry.
How do you know it was me?
But, well, there's only one pink-haired girl in the whole movie. By the way, the prosthetic head, I'm assuming it's prosthetic because yours is still attached to your neck, was actually really well done. I have a feeling we're about to see a prosthetic head. You got to keep it. That's awesome.
It's my head.
That's pretty badass. Wait, since you're showing that off.
Oh, yes.
Look at us.
Look at us and our parts.
Dude, we should take my finger out and pick your nose with it.
Oh, dude. That'd be awesome.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween. I'm tired.
We are so glad that you guys joined us. So like we said, next week, Monday night, as per usual, 7 p.m., you will have your host, Michelle the Dead, along with Vlad the Rad.
And Darcy DeMoss. And in the meantime, watch Vengeance 2, Bloodlines.
It's
and
free
you can
on
watch,
YouTube.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube. And you can see Darcy and how she came back.
Well, and so what you can do too is watch Vengeance, which is also free on YouTube. And then when that ends, you go over to the next link, Vengeance 2, Bloodlines, and then you watch that one. And then you tune in Monday night and you get to talk to one of the stars, well, two of the stars, excuse me, because Michelle of the Dead will be on, and Darcy DeMoss. You get to talk to two stars from Vengeance to Bloodlines.
Bloodlines.
Right here on
it's like you're
Bloodlines. Right here
you're almost dabbing.
Bloodlines.
No, don't do it. That's scary.
Bloodlines. I did one downward. Bloodlines. I actually kind of like downward better, actually. Bloodlines. Yeah, downwards. Bloodlines. Well, again, happy Halloween. Facebook
happy
users.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Melissa of the Dead. And then happy Halloween to you too, Luke. Again, tune in next week. We love you guys. And you know, Michelle, any last parting words?
Happy Halloween. Check your candy. Nobody is going to hide candy looking drugs in your freaking Halloween candy. Nobody's going to do that. So
nobody wants to hide our drugs in your candy.
Nobody wants to give away their drugs. So
we're not giving away drugs.
Welcome to the Zompire Horde podcast. Join us every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as your hosts, Vlad the Rad and Michelle of the Dead, discuss horror, true crime, and the macabre. Episodes available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join us, won't you?
What's going on?